All we need to know about Elon Musk's Hyperloop. Hello all. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Before we formally start our video, I will request you all to like, share and subscribe to my videos, so that you will not miss any new notifications of my most recent videos. You all know that transportation and telecommunication have grown very fast, and as time is what is considered as the most precious commodity in use. In order to make transportation more and more faster and affordable, newer technologies are being introduced. Aeroplanes, railway lines, fast-moving cars and buses. But there is one thing which will truly make transportation easiest of all, will be if we transport underground. Elon Musk came with this idea to transport underground, making giant bores through tubes called Hyperloop. So in today's video we will be discussing about this most ambitious project of Elon Musk, all in and out. So, let's begin the video. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and Tesla, devised the Hyperloop idea for extremely quick intercity transit. He refers to it as a fifth mode of transportation, joining cars, aeroplanes, boats, and trains, and it uses travel pods inside of steel tubes. A high-speed commuter and freight transportation system called the Hyperloop might travel at up to 750 miles per hour, 1,210 kilometers per hour, from downtown Los Angeles to San Francisco, a distance of around 380 miles, would be covered in 30 minutes according to Musk's original plan, 610 kilometers. In order to eliminate air friction and drag, it propels specially made pressurized pods or capsules using electromagnetic force inside a near vacuum tube. Similar to maglev trains, which are pulled away from the tracks and move ahead using electromagnets, the pods travel on a cushion of air within the tube using specially engineered rails. Air is forced toward the back of the pod by an electric compressor at the front. Wherever practicable, recognized highways will be routed alongside Hyperloop tubes, which will be erected on pylons up to 100 feet, 30 meters, high. In California, this will happen along Interstate 5. Tesla-developed motors, batteries, and solar panels on the outside of the tubes will power the tubes and pods. A linear induction motor, a flat electric motor that is best for generating movement in a straight line, controls acceleration and forward motion. By providing tickets for the trip at roughly $20 for a one-way excursion, Musk's plan would compete with air travel but at a fraction of the cost. The Hyperloop has the potential to be quick, inexpensive, and ecologically beneficial. According to Musk, the pods themselves would be cozy and secure, moving 23 miles, 37 kilometers, apart and going one at a time. They will all be equipped with various emergency braking systems. Not just Musk's own businesses are working on the Hyperloop-related technologies. Instead, he has established independent industry agreements to provide systems and routes around the world, as well as yearly contests involving international student teams to design and construct the finest high-speed pod, which had been held since 2015. While this is going on, his mass transit company, The Boring Company, supports the contests and works to build Hyperloop tubes and underground transportation tunnels. Two startup company consortiums are in charge of the idea's global expansion. In order to design Hyperloop routes in countries including Canada, India, Mexico, and the UK, Hyperloop One, a collaboration with Richard Branson, held its own open competitions. Chicago to Pittsburgh and Cheyenne through Denver to Pueblo in Colorado are two of its US routes. The partially crowdfunded Hyperloop Transportation Technologies is its rival. The business announced the building of what would likely be the first commercial system in the world from Abu Dhabi to Dubai in the UAE starting in 2019. Agreements to create Hyperloop lines in China, Indonesia, South Korea, France, and the Czech Republic have also been made. So if we look at some historical development in this context, we come about the following information about the history of Hyperloop. Low pressure or vacuum tubes have a long history of use as components of transportation systems. Back in Victorian South London in 1864, the Crystal Palace pneumatic railway employed air pressure to propel a wagon uphill, and a vacuum to pull it back down. Since the late 19th century, similar systems employing pneumatic tubes to transport items and mail between buildings have been in use. These systems are still in use today at banks and supermarkets. The vac train notion created by Robert Goddard at the beginning of the 20th century is one obvious forerunner of the Hyperloop. Since then, other similar concepts have been put out unsuccessfully. Elon Musk, an entrepreneur, was ultimately responsible for rekindling interest in the idea with his Hyperloop Alpha paper, published in August 2013, which outlined the functionality and expense of a contemporary system. So you all might be thinking what this Hyperloop Alpha is. In his Hyperloop Alpha paper, Elon Musk argued that a service between Los Angeles and San Francisco would be both quicker and less expensive than a planned high-speed rail connection. He claimed that his Hyperloop might be less disruptive to residents along the route, safer, quicker, more inexpensive, weatherproof, and self-powering. According to Musk, Supersonic air travel would be more effective for distances greater than 1,500 kilometers, 900 miles, beyond which a Hyperloop service may be the solution. How does the Hyperloop tube works, many people ask. According to Musk's fundamental plan, the passenger pods or capsules will go via a tube that is either above or below Earth. Pumps remove the majority of the air from the tubes, but not all of it, in order to lessen friction. One of the major energy consumers in fast motion is fighting air resistance. In order to fly through less dense air, aeroplanes soar to high heights. Hyperloop encloses the capsules in a reduced pressure tube to achieve the same effect at ground level, thereby allowing the trains to move at aircraft speeds while staying on the ground. According to Musk's calculation, the atmosphere on Mars has a pressure around 1/6 that of the Hyperloop tube, which is an interesting contrast given that Musk also has an interest in Mars. This translates to an operating pressure of 100 pascals, which decreases the air's resistance to motion by a factor of 1,000 in comparison to circumstances at sea level and is equal to flying at an altitude of more than 150,000 feet. Another very important thing which many people ask is, what is the difference between a Hyperloop train and a normal train? Supporters contend that the Hyperloop is far superior to high-speed rail. Because the pods can depart every 30 seconds and because the track doesn't need to continually supply electricity to them, it is less expensive and more energy efficient. This is because it functions more like an on-demand service. Furthermore, it might be 2 or 3 times quicker than even high-speed rail, and 10 times the speed of regular rail services. Now let's see how likely is Elon Musk's Hyperloop project is to succeed. That is the significant, expensive, and unresolved question surrounding the Hyperloop. The idea has been around for a while, but the technology hasn't yet caught up. It's likely that this time, technology has just recently caught up with the idea. Although some well-funded businesses are competing to be the first to offer a functional service, these initiatives are still very much in the pilot and experimental phases. No one of these companies has taken the significant leap from modest test routes to hundreds of kilometers of track. The business models that will support the technology are likewise very much in development if the technology itself is. The destinations, regional economy, and geographic conditions will all affect how successful Hyperloop is. For instance, attempting to construct a new line over land across England might prove to be costly, challenging, and time-consuming, as the ongoing HS2 controversy has shown. It could be simpler to launch services more quickly in other nations where land is less expensive or where routes can pass through less populous areas. Capacity is a different problem. It's unclear whether the Hyperloop can move a lot of passengers more efficiently than existing mass transit methods. Critics claim that many pods will be needed to carry the same number of passengers as more conventional rail, which employs considerably larger carriages. There are also several technical challenges to be solved, such as creating tubes robust enough to withstand the strain of transporting high-speed pods and figuring out how to maintain low pressure while yet using little energy and resources. There is a significant transition between a successful test and a complete commercial deployment, and passenger trials are still to come. Finding the appropriate price for the service will be important as well, assuming that customers are okay being zipped around in these tubes. Even though the firms involved are eager to discuss its possibilities, Hyperloop is still in the experimental stage at the moment. So, this was all about Hyperloop, its historical development and its possibilities. Now if you like my video, please share it with others and subscribe to my channel. Comment below what you liked or disliked about this video. We'll meet in another video. Until next time, goodbye.